Hey everyone. You know, something occurred to me as I was watching a lot of YouTube videos over the last couple months of people playing the guitar, and they're amazing, is that people are amazing at playing the guitar. There's a lot of great guitar players out there. But something you don't see very often is the development. You only see the finished product, and it's the development that I think we can learn from the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a portion of a song that I am working on, that I'm developing, that isn't done yet, okay? That still has some ways to go. And then I'm going to critique myself afterwards so that you can hear what my mindset is and what I'm listening for when I'm listening to my own playing and when I'm listening to my students play. You get a little insight on that, and perhaps that will maybe help you improve a little bit. So here we go. We're going to play the break section of Reeling in the Years. Let me stop that. Okay, so clearly there needs to be some work. The first thing that stands out for me is that, well, hey, overall it's not bad. Okay, it's on the way, but it's not done. It's on the way though, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive about it. But the very first thing that I gotta say is that the second of the two variations on the pull-off run is not right. It should be. So I can obviously play that like alone, but in the context of all the rest of the notes, I have a hard time playing that consistently well. And although I have played it better in other performances, that's not the point. The point is can you play it the same way and be consistent every single time? And that should always be the standard. If it's performance ready, you should be able to pull it out of your hat at any time and be able to knock it out. And I didn't just now, and that's the point of this video, is that I'm reviewing exactly live what I can do and what I can't do at this moment. And I didn't pull it off in front of you guys, which means it needs more work. So what I probably would do is do this for 100 times in a row. And of course do that with the metronome, which I'm not going to bother you with now, but I would do that with the metronome, build up my tempo, and get that solid. And then insert it back into the rest of the line and make sure that I can play it all as one cohesive unit. So that's one thing. The other thing that I think I could be a lot better at is, although my sense of time was good, I felt like I was on the beat most of the time. Sometimes I was rushing a little bit, and that of course is not ideal. You should always be relaxed and have your notes fall on the beat or slightly behind the beat if you want a nice, confident, relaxed sound. And I certainly wasn't relaxed that whole time. I was in panic mode. I was thinking, I hope I can keep up, I hope I can keep up, And of course, that's not performance ready either. You want to make sure that when you are playing live that you are super confident, that you are, you know the part so well, you don't even have to think about the part anymore. And you want to be relaxed and comfortable with everything. So being in panic mode is definitely not where I want to be. So I gotta make sure I get more reps so I feel more and more confident about that. And then I guess the last two things that I noticed was my pull-offs weren't super consistent. Some of them were snappier and more articulate than others, and I got to work on that. And then lastly, at times I let the G string ring out, and it muddled up the sound a little bit. I want everything to be quiet and very particular, so each note is ringing out on its own and not interfering with not being interfered with by any other notes. So anyways, that's my assessment of what I just played, and that assessment is going to help me get better. So what am I going to do to get better? Well, I'm going to continue working with the metronome. I'm going to slow down the metronome so that I can get these parts really down. I'm going to play it lots and lots. There's no substitute for lots of repetition, so that I can build that confidence. And I'm probably going to concentrate on keeping my right hand closer to the strings, as I'm playing this, so that I can be sure to mute the G string with the side of my thumb. That'll help keep things quiet. And I'm going to also try to land my fingers on the strings in a more consistent way so that I get a consistent pull off every time that I execute one. So there you have it. I hope this video was informative for you, and cheers. See you next time.